Shulk! Where are you? Ryan! Ryan! There's too many of them! I kill one, and 10 more pop up! Ryan, no! Not that way! Ryan! Shulk! Ryan!
That's new. Oh, it's offensive! Blue for attack, yellow for defensive. Excellent.
What's this? The power of the Monado.
That is one handy sword. Okay, my turn.
Look out! Glad one of us figured out these things to try and ambush. Let's do this.
I should have told him.
Right.
Probably gonna be like 20 of them too. Shield. The party can now have visions of the future. That's gonna be a gameplay mechanic? Holy shit, okay. During battle, the party will be able to see in advance of the dangers that await. The vision tags show information about what will happen in the future. So we have an idea of what their intent is? Oh, so it's going to be sort of like Final Fantasy XIV, where you can see the area of effect, where it's going to hit, as they're like winding up for the attack. And there's a timer on it too. The color of the art tells you which type of art the monster will use. Physical, ether, talent. Press a B near another party member to warn them about future danger before the vision becomes reality. There must be at least one block in the party gauge, and you can... Okay. Warning party member about the future will allow you to select an art for them to perform. They will automatically target the monster that attacked in the vision. Warning another party member about the future and using their art might change the future. Might. When the future changes, the vision tag is destroyed and a new future is born. Avoid danger by changing the future in your favor. A monster's talent arts can only be blocked using shield. Okay, so that's another Monado one. Using the symbol on there. When attacked with the Arachno Crush 1 talent art, if a party leader is Rain, tell Shulk to use shield to change the future. If Shulk is the party leader, activate the medal and use shield to change the future.
Right! I'll hold off the big one's attacks with the Monado. You deal with all the little ones. Right, wait! Lifesaver! Rage! Monado, lend us your power! War swing! We'll the power of the Monado. Not good enough. Sure. Nicely done. Everyone, let's go! Alright. Time for a chain attack. Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. We can definitely.
Seems like that shield really lasts quite some time too.
Monado, lend us your power.
It doesn't use the entirety of the bar.
Nice one, Ryan. Boom. Now it's right time. Wah! Almost there. Whoa, down. You can definitely do this. Yeah. Shulk.
Oh, my bad.
This is the Monado's power. I have to protect everyone. Behold the power of the Monado. Hammer beat.
Oh, I got bound.
Nice one, Ryan. Easy there, Ryan. Shadow Eye. Let's keep up
So I
the
should
pressure.
target someone closer at least.
Child's play. Right. That's awesome. Leave it to Ryan. Hammer beat. We can definitely do this. Monado, lend us your power. Eat this. Eat this! I'm powering up. Let's keep up the pressure. Beat!
Okay, maybe we should focus on the biggin.
We can definitely do this. Eat this! Now it's right time. Let's do this!
Oh, shoot.
Extreme edge! Right! Yeah! Rhyme time!
Oh, whatever.
What? Now we're putting together.
That should have taken out quite a few since they were both area of effect, at the very least. Probably.
Yeah! Shulk! Nice attack! Everyone, let's go! I have to protect everyone! Cheers! More enemies! I'm powering up! Boom! Yeah! Now it's right power! Backslash! Bring it on! We can definitely do this!
Oh, wrong person.
Wow, down!
I'm getting back into that sort of like panicky mode where I'm like pressing it one too many times.
Almost there! Wait! Not gonna...
Fantastic. Am I anywhere near close enough? Yes, I am.
Yeah. Monado, lend us your power! Hammer! Monado! Shield us! Cheers, Shulk! Nice. Behold the power of the Monado! Alright! Yeah! Take this! We can definitely do this! This is the Monado's power! Now it's right. Wait! No.
Fantastic. I'm already casting it though.
Bring it on! Yeah! Aura burst! Take this! War swing!
Wait, so we beat it?
Looks like the Monado works on more than just Mechon. I gotta say, that's pretty awesome.
Ryan, I just realized something.
Huh?
The future I see, it isn't set. I think it's more like a warning.
We did. That was like the first thing we saw out of it.
A warning?
Yeah. A warning about what will happen. What will happen if I don't do anything. Or if I can't do anything. So I can use this power to change the future. And that's exactly what I intend to do.
You've got my vote. And if you really can do that, I think Fiora would have liked it too.
Yeah.
Right, let's get moving. We're nearly at the Bionic's knee.
Got it. Block a monster's talent art with shield. Monster talent arts have different levels. Okay, to block a talent art, shield must be at the same level or higher. If you come across a monster that uses high-level talent arts, see if you can level up shield to match. Oh wait, how do I level up shield? If two party members are linked by affinity, they can take advantage of each other's skills. Press that on the skill trees to show the skill link screen. For further information, see skill links. Continue tutorial. Okay. I will definitely do that later then. I think I want to get out of here first. Oh boy. I just... Yep. Cut through it, I guess. Well, did we actually kill that thing? Because it sort of was very abrupt. I hope it is dead. And it didn't just, like, scurry away. Oh, light. Away from the damn spiders. Ah. Happy day. Oh my.
Wow. No matter how many times I see this, I never get used to it.
Oh, look, it's like the cover wallpaper art that you see.
On the other side of those clouds.
Yep. It's our enemy. Mechonis.
So that's what that was out in the background of those.
Our enemy.
Someone's watching us? From that angle, too, meaning it's... Oh, no, that angle, okay. That looked like a mechon, no? Like the big standout identifier is the whole, like, red glow to parts of them, right? Honestly, the idea of being, like, physically eaten is, like, the most disturbing thought I have, and that's another face one, eh? Fantastic. Unshockingly, there are more.
If we just came up the Bionis shin...
Then this must be its kneecap, right?
Yep.
Fair enough.
Which means Colony 6 is up ahead.
Got it.
Looks like we can climb up there.
Great. I love a good climb.
Can do, will do, shall do. Oh boy. Well, time for the real test. Go! I think I might have made a mistake. I just saved the game. Oh, I'm down here? I was gonna go here next anyway, because of that thing. I came through here, it was only just me last time.
We can definitely do this! Split edge! There's no end to them. This is the Monado's power! Now it's right time. Come on! Beat! Stream edge! Not good enough. Shulk! Nicely done. Everyone, let's go! This is the Monado's power! You're not invincible. Monado, enchant! Backslash! Aura burst! Split edge! Now it's right time. Come on! Backslash! We can definitely do this! Yeah! Hang in, Monado, lend us your power! Light heal! Powering up! Alright, I'm feeling now it's right time. Almost bring it on! Right, you're a lifesaver. We can definitely do this! Alright, we can do it!
It's coming to me.
Okay, let's... Monado, lend us your power! I'm powering up! Light heal! Now it's right time! Bring it on! Shadow Eye! Yeah! Powering up! Now it's good job, everyone! Man, what a bunch of jokers!
Okay, that wasn't too bad itself. I feel like I'm starting to get a real grasp on how it wants me to play this game. Not that that means much, though. Oh, the pendant quest. I remember that now. What on earth? Hey, Rain, there's something here. Huh. Say, Shulk, what do you think it is? I've got no idea. Alright, just poke it and see what happens. Oh, hold on now. We don't know what it'll do. It could be dangerous. I had a little clock icon on it, so it's probably not a save point. Poked it. I think I might have poked it. Game over. All your saves are deleted. That's not what I expected. Come on, Rain. What are you?
I've been waiting.
Oxsage has been waiting. With limitless powers of Arcsage, Arcsage has presaged friends coming. Also presaged questions friends ask. What is place? Who are you? It not so. Those are pretty basic things you'd imagine someone would ask them. This place like Bionis, but not. Seems familiar, but not actually. It's a place that connects to past futures. And Nopon Arcsage is great Nopon who, through endless training in many times and places, became sages of sages. Okay. Since friends come here, that must mean friends want to become disciples. No backsies. So if friends complete challenges with much success, Arcsage give reward. Good thing Arcsage transcend greed for material possessions. Otherwise, would not part with such priceless treasures. Sure. Everything happened as Nopon Arcsage has foreseen. Incidentally, by the by, if friends make new friends who also want to become follower, please to bring along. Arcsage will happily prepare special new challenges and rewards. What friends feel like tackling today? Okay. Okay, time attack. I thought it might be something of that nature. Speak to the Nopon Arcsage for access to the time attack and trade. Participating in time attack challenges will earn you Nopon Stone, which you can exchange for items in the trade menu. More time attack challenges and trading items will be added as the story progresses. Be sure to check out any new portals you discover. What sort of items?
What friends choose?
Are they actually good? They don't seem good. They seem like around where I am currently. Are they for cosmetics mainly? I guess that would make sense. Okay, well that's my guess at least. Now these might be really good. Okay. And it's a one-for-one trade thing, so fantastic. Aerial Cloak. Reduces detection range of aerial monsters by 2%. That seems so not that useful. Wouldn't you just want to put more of like the 20 other types here? Why would you care about detection range for them?
Not going anywhere.
Yeah, bye-bye, Arcsage. I will think about doing that later. I've been playing for long enough that I think I want to reach a checkpoint and end for the day. Okay, it looks like we're not going to get to the colony anytime soon, so we got a landmark, so that's good. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end it there for today. I have no idea where this is going to end up in terms of the end or in the middle of an episode or anything like that. There's just so much that goes on that I'm probably going to end up cutting. Because, honestly, let's be real, it's not going to be interesting to see those parts to anyone. So, let's call that for a day. Yeah. Not much happened story-wise this time, but I guess story-wise, the main thing that happened was that we really got insight on the Monado's foresight powers, which are really fucking good. Like, wow. Imagine if they could have used that, like, well before this. Like, maybe that's why the Mechon won it. Okay. Well, I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone. And hello, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. So, it's been a little bit since the last episode recording, and you guys have made a lot of comments. There are things I'm not going to be mentioning, obviously, because there's just so fucking many of them, but some of the highlights. 1. His name is Rhine. I understand now. I understand. In my defense, and I will not claim this is a great defense, with the British accents, I was legitimately not sure what pronunciation they were using. So my mind's adjustment from what they were saying with their accents to what I thought they were saying in my head was Rhine. But it's Rhine. And going back and listening, I can hear the Rhine. In the moment, I kept hearing rain. Possibly because I got it stuck in my head early on. Not a good excuse, but it's my excuse. Second, the tension system. There seems to be a lot of aspects to it, but it seems that basically there is a system that is basically momentum of a battle on a character-to-character basis. You can tell in the little portraits you have up there for, don't know if I can get them to come up without going into battle. They're up in the little portraits up there where you can tell by, like, a fire or stuff like that, where that individual character, and that's what the whole motivation thing is about. So I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll try to digest that as I go along. The third thing was control scheme. So, I did use the Switch's ability to map your buttons, and I switched it so that the D-pad side-to-side keys are now on the L and R button. Unfortunately, the game does not internally change those, so there's still a lot of freaking confusion in my head when it has L and R that I need to use arrows. So instead of picking arts with the arrow buttons, I'm now basically selecting a target. I did try to go fight with a bit. I did some very minor quests that were out and about. It's an adjustment period because I had already gotten through a lot of the adjustment period on the other one. But it is, I understand, it is better, and I generally agree that it's just, I already have it in my mind the other way, so I have to do it. Hey, Ryan? You want to jump? You can jump. So I already have it in my mind the other way, basically, so. I have an achievement for that? Okay, sure. I've only jumped off like 5 different things at this point. But in general, yeah. I just need to get used to that. After that, I did do some of the skill tree and art stuff in the background skill trees. So here's my thought process. Looking over these, I sort of see Shulk as, because this game feels like it's going with that tank, aggro, DPS, that sort of concept in terms of strategics. I see Shulk more as mainly DPS plus some additional stuff, especially as a side healer, I guess. Someone who can like pick up the slack when things really need to. But in general, I see more DPS. And his 3 ones are basically healing, defense, and agility. Which is interesting, but this one feels like it basically... Yeah, it basically is the DPS one, for all intents and purposes. So I want to start leveling that up, basically. For Orion here, so in the same frame of mind, I see him more as a tank. None of these are directly tank-like, so this is obviously strength and damage and whatnot, which will help to getting aggro up, I imagine. So that's a positive there. Critical hits, I can sort of get, but, you know, it's, Diligence is what I want to put him on, but for now, I feel like the low-tension immunity sounds actually pretty darn good for him at the moment. So I sort of want to get at least up to that point, where I can have some immunity so that he doesn't get incapacitated. Because that's happened a few times when I've, after people mentioning in the comments about the tension stuff, and I've been, like, looking at the footage and whatnot. So that's sort of where my mind is there. I understand that you can, like, well, and that's why I want to get it, because some people have told me that you can get the skill abilities, and they'll still be active even when you move over to another one. It's just which one you're leveling up at the time. And for arts. So, at least one person gave me a very in-detail suggestions as to what they think I should do for them. I appreciate it. But I feel like I'm at the point where I'm more interested in developing that myself. If you haven't watched any of my series before, some of the things I find the most interesting in RPGs typically is developing my own strategies, my own approaches and whatnot. And I know there's probably not going to be, just looking at the system, there's probably not going to be as much wiggle room in terms of just doing exactly something really unique or something like that. It doesn't really feel like it's set up for that. But in general, developing ideas of how I want to approach stuff is, at the very least, one of the things I enjoy the most. So I appreciate it, but I think I'm going to do it myself, basically. So what I decided to do for Shulk here is, like I said, primarily DPS plus support, / just looking at all these abilities. And that was another suggestion made, just like, make sure you read all the ability in detail. Which, yes, I agree. So this, I felt this was good to get the cooldown and damage up. I didn't bring this up because I believe it's... Let's see, does it still say? Yeah, it didn't really do much more than a little bit more damage, because when I use this, I'm not really using it for... I'm not using it for that. I'm not using it for the damage. I'm using it for the physical defense down more than anything. A little bit more time, but it's 0.5 seconds, so I didn't really feel like it's that worth it. This one, the main way that I thought that it would be useful is that it increases... One, it does break, and two, it hits a bunch of people. Which is why I didn't do anything with it, is... While it would be good to make that a bit more powerful, the main thing that I saw as an advantage from this was the large talent gauge fill. So, it's like I can sort of hold off on that a little bit. Sort of the same idea for this one, where it's more like, okay, just more chip damage when I can, and the break and the slow is probably a bigger thing. Like, the effects are bigger, but when I, like, actually upgrade it, it's like, it gets a little bit less of a cooldown time. So, that's the main advantage in actually increasing the effectivity of it, outside of the effect time and whatnot. But it's like such a small scale that it feels like it's my other stuff is better spent in these other ones. I sort of imagine at a point I'll be getting AP to the amount that I could boost these up several levels later on anyways, to the point where they're probably equivalent of where they are now relative to the actual attacks. I do believe that this damage is probably based on his skills. It's just giving the range of it, like, currently, in the same way that I have an auto-attack range of damage. So, like, strength up and whatnot. Light heal felt like a big one that I probably needed to get up sooner over later, because I don't have a healer, and I'll probably not be upgrading this consistently over time. I'll probably want to get it up quite a bit early, just so I have more healing options. That's another thing. My strategies tend to fall in the range of, they tend to fall in the range of being the sort of conservative style of strategies, where it's like, I'm more concerned about living than I am about taking down an enemy as quickly as possible. Sort of same idea of Shadow Eye, where the main upside was slightly less cooldown and mainly the aggro decrease. 30% aggro feels like it's a good, way to lower. I haven't had any real problem with that, and it's especially going to be fine if I maximize just aggro increases on Rhine over there. So I didn't really feel a need to upgrade it at this time. And the Monado, I decided to get the shield up just because, like, that's gonna creep up on me if I can't really use that effectively. since it increases, but it only really, it's just, you're increasing the level, so it's effective on the enemies getting higher. And then I felt enchant was good because I believe it started at 50 seconds, so it's like 20 seconds of additional 150 damage, and I believe it was 50 damage at first. So it feels like it's scaling really like a lot, where that can be really useful, where that would probably be more useful in terms of getting my damage up at a regular basis, than trying to improve every little one of my abilities as much as I can. And then for Rhine. When I went into his abilities, my thought on the matter was more along the lines of, I want to make it so that he can increase aggro and stay alive as effectively as I can. So generally, I tried to do ones that allowed him to increase aggro and whatnot. There's this one that, I believe, in Aura Burst, it says that the aura needs to be active, which I think is created by this Rage one, since it says aura. So I increased both of those. Engage is basically like a taunt, it seems like. Guard is about staying alive. Hammer Beat seemed like his standard, just like low cooldown, let's get aggro up on this one guy attack. So I figured that would be a good one to get up. This one I got up because increasing it also increased the percentage for talent gauge fill, which I thought was a good idea. War Swing, it also does talent gauge, but with the idea of him getting aggro, I figured it would be a good idea to increase his damage a little bit on his area of effect attack. And Wild Rage is really the only one that I felt in this that I didn't really need to have some semblance of a improvement on, just because it creates topple basically. Like, if I could like determine his AI, I'd be like, don't use that unless they're broken. Just topple them when you can. Don't bother with that otherwise, basically. So yeah, that's my mindset on a lot of those at the moment, at least. This does remind me. So, when I was here before, there's a named enemy over there that I managed to beat, and I was surprised that this one was so much easier. Yes, it's not a named enemy. I don't know why. I think by that point, I had been getting confused about some of the indicators as to what actually, meant it was a named enemy. I wasn't looking for the basic thing. Like, I knew that it had the various different, visual indicators and whatnot. I just wasn't really looking for them, per se. I wasn't looking for the right ones. I don't know what I was confused about. I actually really just don't remember what I was thinking about those specifics, so sort of an oh well moment. Keep it a secret. I can't wait to dig it up and see. It'll come in handy. I want you to have it. A Defense Force soldier wishes to reward your help so far by giving you something he buried on his way back from Colony 6. Head there and dig up the item. Sure? Why not? Ooh, that's a lot of Arachno options. There are reports of a large number of monsters in the deep recesses of Tefra Cave. Woo, Arachnos. And it gives a level 3. Okay. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to do that one now, but yeah, good to know. Oh, that's a sight. Seeing that change to nighttime, that was actually pretty cool. Let's see. Hello? Something buried here? And what is it? Is it just the topple resist? Okay, it's the topple resist. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, look, are those traders over there? Sort of look like it. A shop, okay.
Yes?
Interesting. It's even technically, ooh. I like having the defense up a lot. And it's not like his min goes up that much. Yeah, I feel like more treating him as a tank anyways. At the moment. Fantastic. Another just like a million no experience quests. Okay, well, this looks like a big open area. Ooh. Oh, yeah, something else about text advancement. I just remembered I didn't do anything on yet.
Oi, Shulk, look over there.
Smoke?
Maybe someone's got a fire going. Hope they're cooking up something good.
It's hardly a good spot for a barbecue. Come on, let's take a look.
Right. That is a big area, though. Okay. Ether types will attack in response to ether use? These will attack if an art indicates... An art indicated with a horizontal line is used. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, the recommendation was then they have significant timing for music and whatnot, and apparently I can press the plus button in order to actually stop it if I want to say something, because that's the point of me doing it that way, ultimately, so that's good to know. Very persuasive.
Bring it on! Sorry. Hammer! Beat! Monado, lend us your power! Right, you're a lifesaver. This isn't going well. Don't give up. I'm right next to you. I'm powering up. Shadow Eye. Now take this time. Hiya! Rage! Bring it on! Split edge! Wow, down! You can definitely do this! Good job, everyone! Man, what a bunch of jokers!
Okay. Yeah, the whole aggro thing at the beginning. I almost wonder if it would be better to do something that could get Ryan to actually make the first move, basically.
This is the Monado's power! Hammer! Beat! Oh! This isn't going well. Sorry, I got focused. Now it's right time. Shadow Eye! Oh! Bring it on! Take this! Hammer! Beat! Light heal! Almost there! Split edge! Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together. So this is what teamwork is. We can definitely do this! Eat this! No good. Monado, lend us your power! Don't go! Nice one, right time! We got through that pretty good! Man, what a bunch of jokers!
I think I wasn't sure exactly what was applied there, but it felt like I kept getting damaged despite... I need to look at that again. Because I didn't feel like he was targeting me, but I kept getting damaged by, like, little chip damage. Again, it's hard to go back and figure out what's happening when you're more focused on just trying to get through it. And you don't notice everything. That might have been a... You don't know enough to know what you're missing, basically. In time, in time. Is that a vehicle? Sure looks the part, doesn't it? So, quickly, testing. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Someone's left a buggy out here.
Good to know I can do that.
That's strange. Who would just abandon a buggy in this place? And it's pretty new.
Oh, it still has the A.
Is it brand new?
Not brand new, but it's in very good condition. You wouldn't just abandon it. So, what did happen to the driver?
Someone kill them? Ooh, can we see the past now? Or the future of... Wow, that would be absolutely terrifying to be chased after two giant things like that.
There's a boy. He's being attacked by monsters.
You saw it happening? Where?
I don't know, but it was near some water.
Near water? But what made you have a vision all of a sudden?
Maybe it was triggered by touching the buggy.
Well, we'd better find him. Let's search everywhere around here where there's water.
Okay.
Fantastic. Everywhere around here that there's water, that's not necessarily making it easy, but the line does. Oh, and another thing that was mentioned. Don't forget to put stuff in here, basically. Which is, I guess, fine. It only takes one, I was told. And it doesn't do it automatically, more importantly, which I didn't realize before. Okay. So these aren't okay, so you only need like 2 there, basically? Okay, so I can complete most of these, even. Yeah, it's giving me some good stuff. It is, okay. Better ones than I can make at the moment. Definitely better ones than I can make at the moment. I tried. I did.
Shulk! Over there!
Looks like it. It did look like there was 2 big... Yep.
You alright, kid?
Who are you?
That can wait. Go! Get out of here. Leave these guys to us.
Okay. Let's do this.
Ready when you are.
I didn't do fantastically against just one of them, so we'll see.
Come on!
Right, you're a lifesaver. Split edge. Shower. Right, you're a lifesaver. We can definitely do this. Backslash. Monado, lend us your power.
I'm powering up. Okay, now it's right time.
And nothing's gonna stop us. We can definitely do this. Wow, down.
Eat this!
Monado, lend us your power. I have to protect everyone.
Eat this! I'm powering up. Come on! Oh yeah, baby!
Right.
Oh, my bad. Okay, that's one of them.
Easy there, right?
That should help significantly.
Bring it on!
We can definitely do this.
Come on! Take this!
Split edge.
I'm powering up.
Okay, looks like he's down.
Down. This isn't like you.
Come on! Beat!
If anything, those guys actually seem weaker than the ones that were just out in the field.
Okay, it should work now.
Great! You saved my skin. My buggy short-circuited, and then there were those monsters and... Well, thanks.
I fixed the circuit, but it's out of ether. Change the cylinder and it will be as good as new.
I think it's time for the introductions. I'm Ryan. He's Shulk.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hi. I'm Juju. Where are you two heading? If you've got time, you should come back to our camp.
Your camp?
Yeah, it's not far.
How about it?
Shouldn't the colony be around here?
Let's take him up on the offer. I'm surprised there's a Homs camp here, but they might have some information.
I suppose.
Juju, can you tell us how to get there?
Sure. If you go back to the oasis, you should see a tall stone post. Head there first.
Then what?
There's a small path in the woods next to the stone post. Just follow it down to our camp.
Got it. Now, let's make a move.
Cool, cool. Good meeting you, June. Guest. Huh. Should I be concerned about that? As a guest character, do I need to protect them? I sure hope not. I don't see them, I don't see him around. This is a little portrait. Okay. Okay. Whoa! What the hell? Collect items for future quest. When you pick up a collectible or treasure chest item, you may have a vision. You should try and keep any items you'll need for a future quest. Items necessary for the future are marked with a white exclamation point. Okay. That's the third one. Me and Ryan always used to play with these when we were little. Okay. I like how much effort they've put into, like, using actual time mechanics. I think I could take it. What do you think, Ryan? I think he's inching ever closer away from it. Yeah, let's leave.
I'm powering up. I need to be even stronger.
I can only go up to 8. If it learns more than 8 parts, you may need to reorganize the palette. Oh, that looked like... Ryan learned it? He learned something, right? Sword drive, that looks new. So just a shit ton of damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna note the foliage pop in at the distance. You could probably see it in the recording, where the grass just sort of like comes in, like, not even that like far away. It's like fairly close. It's very apparent in this area. Yeah, quite a few falls. Must have been an interesting design for the map makers here to be like, well, and now this part, it just goes off a cliff into nothingness. Just at the nature of this world. Wing leader. Okay. Hard to tell if I'm getting those level 2s yet or not.
Now it's right time. Take this! Split edge! Whoa! Came out of nowhere! Swing! Everyone, make a run for it!
Okay, that's when you're in a battle and it just sort of, like... Oh shit, it's still running! It's still running after me! Shit, 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 shit! I don't want you! Go away, go away! Go away! Holy shit! I didn't try to attack it even! Oh my goodness. That little fucking raccoon tail on it too, my fucking goodness. Saw a huge shadow on the plain during a thunderstorm one day. I walked towards... Wait. If it was a monster, we don't stand a chance. Can you kill it for us? I sure hope I can. I don't know. Leave it to me. Yeah, that's not a tall order, a huge shadow. Okay. Okay, so there's a camp over in this area. Intriguing.
Juju! Where have you been? Juju!
Meeting people is the worst experience for Shulk now, ever.
Don't tell me you were...
Just like, the first time you ever fucking meet someone, it's just like, I know how you're going to die. Oh my goodness.
I've told you 1,000 times. We're not ready to leave the camp yet.
But I thought...
Juju!
Sorry, Sharla.
That gear. You must be survivors from the Defense Force. Is Colony 6 okay? Did Gaddo make it?
Wait, who's that?
Hold on. What are you talking about?
Who is that?
We've come from Colony 9.
Colony 9?
They saved me from some monsters. This is Ryan and Shulk.
Oh, so you're not from Colony 6. Thank you for helping Juju. I'm his sister, Sharla.
I told them they could rest here, with us.
Did you now? Well, all right. I suppose that's only fair.
Did something happen to Colony 6?
Yeah.
Actually, we're heading there ourselves.
Colony 6 has been our home. It's been occupied by the Mechon.
No.
I'll tell you about it inside. Follow me.
Interesting. I wonder if this happened at the same time. There's this stuff with Colony 9. Oh, game, you're not gonna let me use this as like a mount? Oh, how dare you. How dare you.
Hi there.
Ernest, eh? Apparently there's an everlasting ether deposit very close by. Leave the camp, head right into a small cave where it's supposed to be concealed. Yeah, that's gonna end well. One of the funny thing about taking quests in this area I've noticed is like a lot of them are like old people. It's like, oh, we're too old, we can't do it, we'll die unless you do it. And I'm just taking like, yeah, I'll do it. And then in the back of my mind it's like, probably not.
Well?
Oh, life. Life. Huh. Has this been here before? So you can buy levels for an art, basically. Ooh, okay. That, or maybe... Maybe... It has to do with this, like, seeming cutoff every 4 or 3 levels or so. Okay. Our home, Colony 6, was attacked by the Mechon. Will you listen to what I have to say? Well, that's not foreboding at all. I'll at least save before, just in case this goes into something much more significant. Okay, let's listen.
We had already fought off the Mechon a year ago. At the Battle of Sword Valley.
Right, and it sounded like 6 and 9 were the only ones left, right?
It left us with a false sense of security. The Colony 6 Defense Force didn't even notice the approaching Mechon. By the time the air raid siren sounded, a swarm of Mechon had blackened the sky. They ate people and burned our buildings. Me and Juju dedicated ourselves to evacuating the children and elderly. I don't know what happened next.
It's just like what happened to Colony 9.
They attacked your colony as well.
Yes. It's good that you managed to evacuate so many.
We have a Tharon, the Colonel, to thank for that. Him and Gaddo.
This Gaddo?
He would have been my husband by now, if not for all this.
Okay.
Cheer up, you two. We can't lose hope just yet. I'm certain Gaddo and the other soldiers are alive. They're still fighting. I can feel it.
You're on your way to Colony 6, right?
You bet. We're up for some revenge. I bet we can even get your colony back.
There you go, showing off again.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he might be a little on the, arrogant side.
If anyone can do it, it's you two. Could you take me with you to the colony?
Juju! The people here need us. How many times do I have to tell you?
But you heard! The Mechon attacked Colony 9! That means a load of them have left Colony 6 already! It has to!
Well, they could have attacked both, right?
Even if that's true. No, especially if it's true. We cannot expose the camp to any more danger.
So, you don't care what happens to the people in the colony? How can you be so heartless? Are you that scared of the Mekon?
Ooh. Those look fucking... Oh, is that what... Wait, was that here? Another face. A different face, it seems. Probably the one we saw when we came up.
Oi, kid.
Ryan!
You ought to know how Sharla feels. Watch your mouth and have some respect.
I'll go and make dinner.
Maybe I was too hard on him. Shulk?
Ryan, you really remind me of Gaddo when you get angry.
Ooh.
I do?
Ooh.
Gaddo's taken care of us ever since we were young. I always saw him as a big brother, really, but he was more of a father to Juju. He'd call him kid whenever he told him off, just like you did.
I don't think I'm ready to be someone's old man just yet.
Give it a year.
Wait, Shulk. Did it happen again?
Yeah.
You had another vision.
Okay, can we please fucking tell them? Because it seems like the progression of events, the fact that, especially this time, it happened twice. So doesn't that mean that the progression of events are continuously leading towards that path even? So we should do something. I didn't get a good look at what the location was. Was that here? Or was that somewhere else?
Oh no!
No! Juju!
Okay, that's what I was figuring. We should stop him from going and being fucking... Stupid.
The buggy's gone! He's going to Colony 6 on his own.
Stupid kid.
We have to hurry. Something bad's gonna happen.
What did you see?
A deep valley. Everything's engulfed in flames. There's a black shadow. It kills Juju.
Is it the Mekon with the metal face?
Yeah,
Where does it happen? Is it near Colony 6?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Let's get after him, Shulk.
Not here, though. That's good. Should we mention the thing about Sharla getting killed, too?
Hold on a second. What was all that about?
Oh, fantastic.
I know you won't believe this, but Shulk can see the future.
The future? That's not possible.
That's what I thought too. I still can't explain this, but that vision I had will come true unless we stop it.
So you're telling me Juju's in danger?
Believe it or don't believe it, that's your call. But I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for Shulk's visions.
Juju. Okay. I can't say I believe you. But what have I got to lose?
I like the way you think.
Sharla, you're...
What?
No, nothing.
Oh.
What are you doing? Let's go and find Juju.
Oh, just give everyone all the information. I am a big proponent of giving people information and at least letting them work with it. Maybe it leads to it? Who knows?
When you talk like that, you sound just like Gaddo. That's how I know it's not worth arguing.
What am I, some kind of Gaddo substitute?
Yeah, that's probably getting on nerves quickly.
That thing killed Sharla too. I saw it in the vision. But I can't stop her coming with us. I don't know how I can protect her. But I have to do it. I will change the future.
I am a big proponent of giving everyone as much information as they can so they can work with it. Maybe there's a chance it ends up leading to that coming to pass. Unless there's something explicit like that's the thing that explicitly causes it, and I can really surmise that really well. I think it's better to let people know what the fuck's going on. And okay, party member, cool. I think it's much better to let people know what the hell's going on, basically, ultimately. Support effects granted to party members and monsters are called buffs. Status abnormalities are called debuffs. Grant buffs to other party members so they can fight more effectively. Try not to let a party member suffer from debuffs for too long. Sharia's Cure Bullet cures and protects against debuffs, which makes it very useful. Is she going to be the healer? Example, boss, physical protect, damage immunity, debuff, sleep, bleed. Yeah, I think that might have been what I was hurt with before. And there's poison, considering I have a poison immunity, or poison defense. Gems pop up a bunch. Yeah, that's quite a few. She's a lot of ether-based ones, too. While not many on everyone else. I suppose Light Heal, Shadow Eye. I didn't really been paying attention to that part of it. Sharla. Cool off. I use my rifle. I use it when my rifle overheats. It's completely different to Shulk and Ryan. I won't. I try it. God damn it, Ryan. Because my talent gauge fills up when I use arts. When it's full, my rifle overheats. Oh. Okay. My talent gauge corresponds with, to the heat of my rifle. When the gauge reaches maximum, the gun gets too hot and I can't use my arts for a while. Before that happens, I need to cool it down and reset the talent gauge using Cool Off. So basically, she has really good base arts, but she's limited. And she needs to have, like... She needs to undo the overheating. I'm good with Recovery Ether, so I can patch up any minor injuries using Heal Bullet. Shield Bullet is also pretty good. Debuffs, Cure Bullet. Dex against debuffs. Wait, you can use it in advance? That means if I see a vision with someone getting hit with a debuff, you can use Cure Bullet to change the future. Neat. Do I need to play as her to have that sort of, or can I go over and just like press B on her to like say, hey, that's about to happen, go do it. Okay. She just has a rifle. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I think I'm going to do a short, like extra episode beyond what I normally do. But as an FYI for the future, the intent is for, as most of my series, now that we're getting to the swing of it coming out, 2 episodes a week. Thanks all. It's been a lot of fun so far. So far, the story's very interesting, the time part of it in particular. I'm still a bit frustrated at how hesitant Shulk seems to be at actually letting people in on the shit that's going down. But you know, such is life. I have a completely different philosophy, or at least approach to this sort of thing than I could imagine he does at the moment, so alas. So, I'll see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.